What it do? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Elo, man. And we on another episode of Sip This Coffee. We up and rolling with it, huh? What the date is? Today is April 15th, 2025, and we making moves, making strides, and we doing everything that we said we was going to do while we was alive. You feel me? What the man said. When you go to your deathbed, make sure that the ghost standing around you ain't pointing the finger at you, telling you what you could have did and what you should have did. You go ahead and put that effort to it while you on earth. All right, before we get into it, because that kind of run into one of my bulletin points for the day. Y'all know how we do. We got our bulletin set. We're going to break down some things and we're going to get to it. We got some transfer portal stuff to talk about. But today, we must clear the air on something. Last episode, I told y'all to go check out the wide receiver from Texas. His name is slipping my mind right now, Isaiah Bond. I told y'all to go check out Isaiah Bond's situation, in which when I checked it out, it was only a portion had done been released of the arrest affidavit. So when I read it, I read the portion of it that said they met on Instagram, they met up, they consensually engaged into encounters. They hadn't released the other half of that, or at least I hadn't searched it all the way through and seen that. So when I did go through and I read the whole arrest affidavit, let me say this here. Lock that brother up. Lock that brother up. I know some people like they don't believe in going to jail, but the man is out here moving recklessly. And that brings me into 2 points. We're going to talk about Isaiah Bond, and we're going to talk about the current Lason thing, the wide receiver from LSU that over the weekend ultimately took himself out off earth. He unalived himself this weekend. And first thing I want to do is just say respect to the family, because losing someone isn't hard. But him and Isaiah Bond and all these other little boys got to understand exactly what I've been breaking down to y'all on this show. Exactly what I've been breaking down to y'all on Sip This Coffee before I even brung it all the way to YouTube. Every week I was getting on, I'm telling y'all about teaching your kids, raising your kids properly, not teaching these little boys to be titty babies, crying about everything, understanding about being stand-up man. If you make your bed hard, you got to lay in it. Something I was taught my whole life. So therefore, when I get older, I start to see that there's a lot of young boys in my age group, young men in my age group, now men in my age group that wasn't taught that. They wasn't taught there's a reaction to your actions. There's consequences for your decisions. They not taught this stuff. And then when the consequences and those things come about, you don't run from it. You don't run, tuck your tail in and hide. So let's boom. Then hold on. Let me give you another blueprint point of where we gonna go with this situation. Every death ain't honorable. Everybody don't deserve the golden casket, the clear casket, with the horse carriage, with the walk around the town, with the whole city out there. Everybody don't deserve that, man. That's why as men, we supposed to be living at a certain level. All right, we're going to go back to Isaiah Bond thing, and I'm going to get to that in a minute so y'all understand where we're going at today, because it's a lot of this, the community, this social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, everybody want to post when somebody died. That was my boy, this and that and that. But, okay, when these people on earth, are you working with these people? Are you talking to these people? A little homie died in the neighborhood a couple months ago, and we still mourning that thing, you feel me? And his pop said something to me. When I was cutting this out, his pop said, everybody want to do all this posting. Everybody want to talk about this man now, when for the last 5 years, we've been seeking help. The mama been trying to get help from everywhere. Where y'all was then? Where's these conversations of inspirations and all these little instances that always come up after somebody pass away that y'all come up with out the top of your head somewhere? Oh, man, I was just talking to dog. I told him he had to get right. But was you sincere with it, or you on some bull jive play stuff because you was hanging out with him and everything? See, the problem is, it's just like I put the little clip out where I say they always talking about Earl preacher. Elo always on that knowledge stuff. This is why. Because when the crash shot, at least I can honestly say I had a real conversation with that young man, and I really tried to tell him that is a real way to live life. And he kept going with the fugazi and crashed out. I can't jump back to where I was going to jump back. I'm going to stay right here right now. Yeah, we're going to stay right here right now. Aaron Lacy took the honor out of his own name, bro. And I ain't talking about the suicide. I'm talking about all the events all year that led up to this. See, because everybody just want to post that this young boy killed himself. Oh, mental health, mental health, mental health. We need to check on these people, this and that. His pops put that message out as if this is just a out the blue situation, and it's not. This man has been having behavioral problems all fucking year. And that's me just getting knowledge of what's going on when he started the celebratory stuff. You know, the whole nation this year, he had the little gun dance. Every time he caught a first down, touchdown, whatever, he was doing this. He did it so much that we can go back and pull up the clips off of YouTube of all the bloggers and YouTubers telling him he needs to stop. To the point that the collegiate NCAA made a statement about the celebratory that he's doing. Just the way they did the John Morant and them, all of that good stuff. The same thing I came on here arguing about John Morant for. Because John Morant is at the highest level, millionaire, doing his thing, couple years in the league, all that there. That's different than a collegiate kid. Well, and that's the other thing. Stop calling the man a kid. He's 25 years old. That's another level out here in America. We got to get together in our community. Man, this motherfucker over 18 years old, he can get life in prison. That's how we got to raise our kids, because that's how they treating us out here. What are we talking about? 25 years old and y'all calling him a young kid? Hey, I'm sitting here telling y'all we need to have more lines of demarcation in our community to tell these kids when they're coming from adolescent to young man to teenager to young. Come on, bro. What you mean a kid? That's a grown man, 25 years old. Bitch, I had my first child at 21 and been in the paint since. Oh, shout out to Coach JB on his situation yesterday. Exactly what he said yesterday. Everybody on this internet with all this crybaby stuff about this man's life. But when this man was on earth, did you say, do, or go around and put any type of encouragement to this man to make it to the next level? He was a couple days from getting to the draft, and that's the main thing that he crashed out on the other night. So let's go here. What? 2 months ago, the end of football season, Lason does a hit and run crash in which he killed a 74-year-old retired Marine. If you thought this was just gonna get swept under the rug and when nobody gonna find out about it, you crazy. We talking about a 74-year-old retired U.S. Marine that you murdered with your vehicle. We know vehicle, vehicular manslaughter and all that there don't hold the same time as a regular murder. If you don't know that, I don't know what you're doing all this here gun stuff for if you don't understand the law. You feel me? Like, y'all want to be in the street so bad, you ain't got no money for no lawyer. You don't even understand the laws. You don't know how much time you facing, no nothing. But everybody gangster. Everybody out here. But you're going to kill yourself at the end. Come on, man. Where's the teachings? Who are the older guys that's doing the teachings? Is it because these jits got money and they don't listen no more? If that's the case, we're going to continue to see these crash outs. Because knowledge is knowledge. So what the freak do money got to do with knowledge? Nothing. Nothing. So you still need, young boy, when you get your money, you still need your OGs around you. You still need your older siblings and comrades around you to give you knowledge. You still need experience around you. Because if not, history will repeat itself. I get fired up about it because I've been on this show talking about all this here. I've been on this show talking about people sugarcoating with these kids, these dudes out here at these football fields trying to be cool with these cats because they betting on them and, you know, they want to mess with these kids' mamas and all that there. But who really teaching these jits, man? Who really in these jits ill, really giving them? See, the problem is these kids done became a money tag. Their parents see that they got athletic ability. The first thing coming to their mind, it's not even old school when you thinking about your kid's future like I do. I'm thinking about my kid not having to go through the same bull jive with these type of people that these people instead of creating. You steady teaching your boy it's all about the money. No. Your daughter is all about the money. No. Money do help things, bro. There's not a problem on earth that all us got that money can't help. But money won't solve the problem completely, period. Yeah, a man got to be a man in the inside and understand something. A man ain't supposed to be on the scene of every set, you feel me? Who teaching these rules? Who's giving these knowledge out to these youngsters? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Sit your jit down and tell them to listen to this real quick so we can stop all this titty baby soft stuff that's going on. But everybody want to be emotionally angry and everything. Bet can't even run a mile. Yeah, we hot today. We out here today. Now that's Curran Lacy. Every death ain't honorable, bruh. So stop pulling out the horse carriage and everybody celebrating this person. Nigga, was you honorable on earth? Let's go to it. Why in the middle of my changing? See, I come from a whole nother background. I come from a whole nother situation that started off, we was supposed to be doing athletic stuff, but it go back to what Deion Sanders said 2 years ago to his players. An athlete, not a street nigga, and a street nigga, not an athlete. See, I supposed to have that type of coach around me when I was a jit. An athlete, not a street nigga, and a street nigga, not an athlete. That's why they ass always getting ran down by the police in the radio. Come on, bruh. You got to put the line of separation there, because if not, niggas get confused. We ain't setting out no confusion out here. Is you trying to be a man or you trying to remain a boy? Because a lot of that stuff there, people don't grow up from that stuff. People don't grow up. But you die in adolescence, bruh. You get locked up at a young age, and you stay that age the whole time you doing your bid. I think this is my first coffee sip on here. I was supposed to just be reading the bulletins to y'all, and that boy fired me up because we around here giving love to some stuff that didn't give love to itself. That's why we... Yeah, let's go back to Isaiah Bond real quick. Some of these young cats is too smart for their own good. So somebody in his camp must have told him about an NDA, a non-disclosure letter that you get someone to sign when you in these viable positions and all this stuff here, so that you can have a conversation. You can do your due. You can do whatever you need to do, and they can't go out and disclose what went on, what was said, none of that there, because they done signed this on the line, right? Why Isaiah Bond gets this girl in here consensually, gets her in this room, they doing their thing, he decides he wants to do an act that's not what she wanted to do. He continues to do it. She tell him, stop, I'm not with this. He continues to do it. After the situation, she leave. He sends a text message to her about signing an NDA. Who is y'all advisors? Where y'all from? But y'all know so much, but you jumped on a cell phone device and sent the message after you committed a crime? Then you tried to bribe the girl after with $1,000? Brother, what? Y'all not teenagers. These people in their 20s, bro. They're grown men doing this stuff. And that's the problem. Y'all, instead of telling these people that they're kids, bro, no, you're 20-something years old right now. You just raped somebody, brother. That's what you just did. And they need to lock your rump up for that. Straight up. I don't even know no other way to explain it, look at it, talk about it or nothing. Both of these young men was about to be drafted in the next couple of days. Do y'all not understand how close we is to the NFL draft? To seeing Cam Ward go #1, as long as Tennessee Titans don't do nothing stupid and move from #1, we will see Cam Ward go #1, the University of Miami quarterback. Do we not understand how close we is to that? That's next week, man. That's next week. And these young boys who's supposed to be in there, that's what I'm telling you. With the NILs and all that good stuff, we're seeing some transitions and stuff, and we're losing people that normally would be hungry enough to make it to that far before they start crashing out. But they already done got a taste of the pie. They already done sliced the pie. So what that mean? Them boys is in a whole nother zone now. They feel like they big dog already before they make it to the major leagues. I'm going to put the blame on the camps, the parenting, the associates, all of that stuff that's around, man, that inner circle. Because if ain't nobody checking nobody, everybody cool with what he doing because he the one with the talent and all that there, but it's still rules and standards. It's still rules and standards. So if you care about these kids so much, you care about your kids so much, your niece, nephew, little cousins, the neighborhood jits, all of that there, step down on them. I'm talking about all the way to the smallest T. This year when I was coaching Little League football, right, I remember walking around the field. I'm talking about jits, 6, 7, all the way up to my son age group in the teens. He was the oldest. He was at the 14U this year. He going to high school next year. I can't even count how many nights, how many days I walked around other little kids and heard them cussing more than me. I can't count how many times you hear them out there saying all kind of reckless stuff. Jets, little kids. We talking about at the Pop Warner field. So if this stuff can't be checked here, don't think we just walking by and not saying nothing. No, it get to the point where you almost in a square off with one of these young boys. You hear me? You almost got to square up with one of these jits to check them. If that's where we gonna keep going, Just understand this here. Karen Lacy, Isaiah Bond, and it's plenty more of them. It's plenty more. We're talking about the most current ones within this week. That's what we're talking about. We will have more of them. We will have more of the Henry Ruggs. Make it to the top and be gone within a year. Going to prison. Eric Thomas said the most painful thing, the most craziest thing in the world is to make it from the neighborhood, make it from poverty, make it from being poor, make it from struggling, seeing all your people not being able to impact them in no form, shape, or way. The hardest thing to do in life is to make it from that point, get to the next level, and have to return back to that point. And that's what a lot of these young men are doing. There's no financial game plan. There's no type of real life game plan going on with these kids. They think that everything is about getting the money to party. Let's make a love and hip hop type lifestyle. If that is the case, the saying that they said years ago, I read this in the book, and I think it was the book about changing paradigms. That book said, if we was to take all of the money from all the richest people in the world and give it to all the poor people, within the next couple of years, all the rich people would be rich again because poor people know nothing about having money. There's no game plan. There's no decision making being done properly. None of that. That's my take on it, dog. This whole situation, everybody want to be sobbing every time somebody die. I'm talking about all the way back to the kids in the neighborhood getting popped up because they out here in the middle of all this stuff. And let me say this here. Don't wait till your kid to teach. I love that saying that says, correct your kid at 4 and 5 because it won't be cute and laughable when he get 14 and 15. Yeah, it starts early, man. You got to sweep in front of your own front door, dog. Everybody want to teach and coach everybody else up, and they not even teaching and coaching in their own house. Their kids don't even listen to them. And that's why I say, people like, man, why you don't be out here in the community? Because I'm raising my house first. How I'm going to come out and give out a recipe and a game plan is something that I haven't even executed yet. And that's the problem. Everybody want to be out here being the gurus, the knowledge. But what I say every time I get on this doggone show, I'm no guru. I'm a real human that's living life. And I'm giving an actual effort to living life. I promise you, I wake up and strategize on how to make the day go smooth and then the next 10 days go smooth. I'm strategizing my time. I'm strategizing the growth of my son, the growth of my daughter, the growth of the relationship between me and my wife. If these things ain't on your mind, don't be worried about it when they not in your life. Hey, man. Hey, like I say, we can talk about this 200 ways, and I can sit here and talk about this all day because this is what I do. This is what come to the shop, come to the school. In that moment there, let me just do this right here. Shop with us, man. Kingdom Hair Care, we got all the hair products you need, beard products, hair products, everything you need. This is my commercial right now, all right? Yeah, I'm talking about all script with it. I'm talking about Kingdom Hair Products. Shop with us. The hair draining hair mist, the hair growth oils, the shampoos and conditioners, all of that good stuff we got ready for you. I don't know how any other way to say this and put it for you. We got the website up for you. We got the social media platform for you. It's there, okay? Come by the barbershop, Legit Cuts Barbershop. We downtown Fort Pierce on 2nd Street, right next door to Taco Dive. Some of the best tacos you can find. But we next door slicing up, getting you fresh for any occasion that may be going on, you know. Then come by the hair school, FSCS. I'm the barber instructor over there. You want to learn how to become a barber? Come see me, myself. I got you. I promise you that. Or you can come over there and talk to Mr. and Mrs. Parker, and you'll hear about the esthetician program. You'll hear about the nail tech program. You'll hear about the cosmetology program. Yeah, now with all that being said, bam, we back at it, man. I'm going to go on and skip the segment because I literally put 20 minutes into something I put on and did a couple minutes. Let's talk about this transfer portal, and I'm going to get out y'all way like this here. Hey, my Miami Hurricane fans, I'm going to tell y'all like this here. Y'all find a way to disappoint me every single time. The kids get in the transfer portal to leave our school. First thing y'all do, y'all go to selling these young boys out. And these two I'm about to speak on, they young boys. Like Zyquan Patterson was a freshman this year. He leaving. I'm hurt. I'm mad that Zyquan leaving, but I understand. What y'all don't understand, I understand. See, the two people that just jumped in the transfer portal, Josh Horton and Zyquan Patterson, just jumped in the transfer portal for the University of Miami. Both of them young men got injured before spring. So they haven't did a rep. They haven't did a workout in spring ball. This is what give me the bubble guts. I got the energy going through my fingertips. You hear me? I might be able to throw some lightning at your rump right now. What give me the fat ball? I got fat. Talking about Luke Kane, you boy. You hear me? What fire me up right now is understanding the quality of players that these two is, and they understand that if I couldn't get a rep in during spring, bitch, I ain't playing this year because these boys out here balling. The caliber of play that's going on down there on Green Tree in Dade County is so high that you could take a 4-5-star recruit and his rump miss a couple snaps, couple reps in practice, and he feel like I will never see the field behind these caliber players. What that mean? Talk to me. Be nice when you say it now. That mean Mario got a doggone squad down there. The competition's so high. Boy, you miss a day of practice, you might not play the rest of the year. These two jumping in. I told y'all this the other day, the transfer portal was on Monday. We're going to see some stuff. We're going to hear some stuff. All of that got doggone stuff. So they got 2 weeks for this now. Everybody got 2 weeks to enter the portal. And that's why I say I don't really want to speak on these teams or nothing until we see what happened during and after the portal. Because after the portal, y'all gonna hear some conversations about the Miami Hurricanes. For me, I'm gonna talk that big boy rough stuff to you. You know how back in the days in school, I don't know if y'all went through all the little squabble stuff that I went through, but you know how back in the day you go to the boys' bathroom and you got one of your classmates in there talking that tough rough, and you just know. Bitch, I've been fighting. You look like you done slapboxed a couple times, but bitch, I've been fighting. I know I can take a punch. Bitch, I done been punched all upside the head by my big cousin them. I know I can take a punch. Can you? So we go in there and you go in there and find out. Yeah. That's where we at with all this. I know. Yeah, I know. Hey, man, check me out, man. Short segment on the Hurricanes today. Zyko and Patterson, I wish you the best of luck, bro. You a hell of a player, talented player. You didn't get to exercise your skills and talent last year playing up under Guiltry. And I ain't knocking Guiltry 100%. Guiltry was just at the U with a bunch of high-caliber players. He wanted to try some stuff that didn't work. He lost all his morals and values to coaching. You know you don't give up the edge. You know you don't see no DN. This man was doing a stunt on every other play. That leaves the secondary and the linebackers in a bad position, bro. Your line is supposed to open up for the linebackers. The linebackers supposed to fill the gaps for your secondary. Your secondary is supposed to cover the top. Baby, like what we doing? What we talking about? Huh? That wasn't going on last year. And we still only lost 3 games. Y'all can talk about the defense as bad as y'all want to. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about Lance Guidry, however y'all want to. The defense didn't stand up in the last 3 games. That was it, brother. You can say what you want to. We won shootouts. I had a mother tell me, y'all was only winning them games because you had Cam Ward. Cam Ward was our quarterback. We were supposed to be winning because of our quarterback. He was actually our quarterback for the University of Miami. He transferred into our school. He was our quarterback. Of course, we won because of our quarterback. What you think, we wouldn't have picked him up out of the stands and put him in the game? And then he just won? No. That man grinded from last spring with us, the whole summer with us, and he balled out in the fall with us. So I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Oh, y'all only won because of Cam Ward. That's why we paid him to be our damn quarterback. What you think? Man, y'all got to come up with some better rebuttals, and then this one team that found a way to only win 2 games finds a way to try to pick on us for losing 3 games. Man, you got to pick a better fight, bro. You got to go and pick on FIU or something, and they had a better season than y'all. So really, you just need to tuck your tail and shut up. And what do you say? Be cool, baby. Sip you some coffee. And y'all know how we close it out, man. This your boy Elo with Sip This Coffee. We just broke down some real life stuff for you. We just gave you a little insight to the transfer portal, and we got more coming. I got some special guests lined up for y'all. I got special episodes lined up for y'all, and it's all of knowledge. Sooner than later, I'm going to unfold all of the old clips from our last podcast because the quality on those things is so high. The interview conversation on them is so high. Yes, they are from 2020, 2021, 2022, but guess what? It's still what you need to hear. You still need to hear it. So I'm going to drop them episodes sooner than later on this platform, up under this channel. And we're going to get to rocking, man. Y'all write me. Let me know what y'all want to talk about, how y'all want to talk about. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, share this here with your people. To all of the people who've been checking it out, I know some of y'all joined the channel to hear my music. But if y'all know me, y'all know me. I got something to say, too. I got something to say in my music, and I got something to say on this podcast. So rock with your boy. We still got music coming. We still got episodes coming. We got anything you need, you're going to find it right here. Real content creator. You know what I'm saying? So be cool. Sip you some coffee. Put a smile on your face so you can put a smile on somebody else's face, because we trying to push positivity out here. And, man, get in them young fellas and them young ladies' ears, man, and talk to them about real life, because a lot of people out here sugarcoating it, and we can't get nowhere like that because what they've been saying since we were young. The children is the future. Man, one love, two love, peace, man.